I am super sore.
Well, you did go up on your knees and
yeah, on my knees today.
Right,
I'm like stretching.
Okay, boo. Look at you getting it. Watch it, guys. This is a treat for people that all have their crushes on Kevin. Look at Melly Boy, like do all these scooping the dupes. That's all for you guys. It's apparently not Sunup, it's Sundown at this point.
Good. But folks, good morning and welcome to your Wednesday episode. I'm Kevin Mendez.
Renata Samuels Cod, and we're super excited to be welcoming you to a Wentabulous episode, guys. We're going to be talking today to an amazing young person that went to the U.S., was doing basketball tournaments and games. We get to find out what his experience was like. What is he bringing back home? How was the opportunity for him? But what else do we have up our sleeve?
What else do we have? If you're looking to stretching today, that's why I'm stretching, because we're going to be working out today with Giovanni Guerra. So join us for an amazing workout closer to the end of the show. So if you're home or your office and you want to stretch for a bit, you can join us. But also we're going to be having a conversation with Shanti to talk about the benefits of looking after your well-being and what tools do they have for you to take advantage of.
All that, and you know how this works. Put your comments in the comment section, make a live video on the phone, and respectful, of course.
Yes.
Now, we go hot it.
I like it hot. I like it hot. I like it hot. I want it hot. I like it hot. I like it hot. I like it hot. I like it hot.
I've come to find that the truth isn't what we were told. So where
to everybody on
do
Sunup.
I seek the answer that's worth looking for today? Just in time,
And he's here to talk to us
the
about
writing appears on
the
the
show that we're on
wall.
right now. Tell me, this
You and
one
I were the first ones to see.
And we're going to be talking about the hot show that have been
The
happening
world
over the
that
weekend.
we see
So
may seem that will never change. They say, but if you tear down the wall that's blinding us all, you see the way today. A place to call your home, a place where you can go. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light.
Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to your Wednesday episode of Sunup on 7. Thank you so much for welcoming Renata into your space, making us some company via YouTube, Facebook, or your cable TV. We're excited about this episode. It's January 7th. Before we get into the program, let's bring you the show and let's bring you the weather. And that's courtesy of the Belize Met Service.
Good morning, Belize. A light, mild, and mostly dry airflow continues to dominate all weather. The 24-hour forecast for Belize and her coastal waters calls for sunny skies today with a few cloudy spells, and high temperatures today are expected to reach 82 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 85 inland, and 76 over the mountains. Tonight, the skies will be partly cloudy to clear with low temperatures of 70 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 62 inland, and 58 in the higher elevation. Showers will be isolated and develop mainly over the north and central coast. The winds will blow from the east to northeast at 5 to 15 knots, and the sea state will be light chalk. A low tide will occur at 18 minutes past 7 this morning, a high at 1:13 in the afternoon, and a low at 7:07 tonight. Another high will occur at 1:05 tomorrow morning. The sun will rise at 6:24 a.m. and set at 5:33 in the evening. The moon set at 9:47 this Thursday night is for fair conditions to prevail and showers will be isolated. In the sargassum forecast, satellite observations show a moderate increase in sargassum over the area. As a result, moderate
are back, guys.
We're back.
Welcome. Even the weather to go through all
Even
this.
the weather is going through a moment. That really cold front, you know?
I think that really cool.
It just makes everybody want to be cozy and just comfortable.
Or is it just because we're beginning the new year and people just kind of still to get into their feels of what is this new year supposed to
Wednesday,
be
though.
like? It's Wednesday. And that's why, like,
So by now, it's like the 7th also.
yeah, but the new year started last week and the ending of the week, which made it harder for persons because you have the first on a big Thursday and then you get the second. So technically that week never even count. So the new year indirectly started Monday. So technically we only had 2 days really to prepare. If you really think about it in a that regard.
Yeah, so people in Belmopan said they're freezing.
They're freezing?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
It's a chilly morning in
I
the
think-
city.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
when Phil was checking the weather, I think it was 70 degrees. About that.
All right, so let us know where you're watching from, you know, how you're
How are
feeling,
you
how is the
feeling?
weather.
No, I promise because yesterday Miss Claude asked me why I never ever asked or why we not ask the audience on a scale of 1 to 10 how they're feeling. We always ask the guests.
Okay.
So we've been pushed to do that, which is a good push. How are you doing from 1 to 10? 1 being like you're really barely make it, and 10 being like you're ecstatic, you're ready to take on the day. Let's do it like that, right? Like give them that opportunity to rank yourself of how you're feeling.
How are you feeling between 1 to 10?
I'm struggling.
Uh-huh.
I'm struggling. But we're gonna get there, Kev.
Yes,
We're gonna,
what's your number?
And even if I have a, let me try to, I'm like at a, I'm a solid 3.5.
3.5.
I'm a solid 3.5, babe.
Okay.
Like I could run that up to a 4 if I really gangster.
Wow. Okay. I got you. I got you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling excellent. I had a great rest. I am
love this
super
for
sore
you.
from the gym. It's a really good feeling. We're gonna work out today, so I'm like, oh, I hope it's not legs. But if it's legs, I think we're gonna make.
We're
the
gonna
best out
get
of
through it. We're gonna get through it.
A little bit like
100%.
stuffy, but that's okay. It's part of the weather. But yeah, I'm
When you're stuffy, I
feeling
always
great.
appreciate
I'm like on like an
breathing,
8.5.
I
kind of
love,
thing
see?
today. Yeah.
3.5, 8.5. We put together, we make a 10.
There you go.
Together
We
make
got
a 10
this.
and then some, guys. So
We got brata.
we have brought it in your face.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, let us know where. So Claudia's on a 10.
She's at a 10.
Wow.
I love this for you, Miss Claude. Like, perfect for you, boo-boo.
Yeah.
Be at a 10.
I love
Who else
it.
is at a 10?
I love it. Thank you so much for joining us. And now we're ready to start our couch talk, right? And our first conversation take us to a tourist that was injured at the ATM cave recently after, you know, what was shared on social media, the deteriorated conditions of this trail, which was pretty like alarming to see. It also like bothered me in terms of it's one of the most visited sites,
Yes.
especially by cruise tourists,
Mm-hmm.
which, according to Mr. Aaron Juan, who is the owner of Mile Walk Tours, they say that on a daily basis they have about 200 to 250 visitors.
Yes. And you're charged at $60 per head to go into this cruise, which I was like alarmed. I was like 60, like not 1-6, like 60. And for me, it was alarming in that sense. Just the mere fact of being charged so much. And I know for tourism, and we have to be very mindful and honest about something where there is a high and there is a low season. So it's not like every single time you're getting this kind of money coming in. However, you have to put certain things in place so that when you do have that time coming in, that we are prepared to carry out whatever tour it is.
Yeah.
He mentioned also beyond just this specific tourist, he said a week ago there was a next person that slipped, that this was not the first time that people are actually getting injured going because of the mud, because of like, you know, the slippery grounds. They're getting hurt going to this spot. They said how that the trails, I mean, the reality is it wasn't something that they carved out and said, this is the part that has to be done. They kind of came and went and just went with the flow, but understanding also that this part, this tour is something that is heavily trafficked, and we understand more or less now what is the part. Something should have been put in place, just considering all of that, because he even mentioned that sometimes the water raises, that there's issues too coming in with being able to traverse properly by like the river areas and all.
Right.
Like, so there's little different aspects, especially when rainy time is here, as we can see that it's been raining. You can see how the part looks.
So I can see
It's
where
smoky.
the recent rain that people experienced over Christmas could have affected the conditions that were
100%.
present here. I mean, I went hiking over the weekend, and definitely the trails were
A little
not
bit.
in the best conditions, like some parts of it. But what he says, Ren, is that the trails should be properly like
kept. Maintained.
kept, maintained, right? And he says this is like he, as the owner of Maya Walk Tours, they go and they do some maintenance to it. But at the end, reflecting,
They
he was
came
like,
together,
I don't think
yeah.
this is my job, right? He says that the tourism industry, they get about 15,000 per week as in regards to the number, like the income that's coming from the visits to the ATM caves. They're saying, why aren't they using the money to be able to upgrade the trails? Because at the moment, it's most like Picado trails that went about and eventually they expanded based on the number of people that are coming. But they're saying, if we're gonna have like advertise this place as one of the main destinations, you have over 250 people coming. So it's a high trafficked area. Then requires something that's more suitable to be able to accommodate this situation and prevent people from getting injured. Because as you mentioned, and he mentioned, there's about 3 persons that recently have had some kind of injury while moving
Sprained
on this
ankle,
tour.
somebody broke their leg, people are slipping. Come on, honey bunch of oats. Like, we have to be a little bit more mindful of what we're advertising and how we maintain it.
Yeah.
I just want to go back on one of the comments you made, Kev, where he said that himself and like I think 2 other tour operators brought some money together, about $1,000 they raised to put together, and they were fixing the road. And that's when he was like really going back to your comment of saying, this is not my responsibility. Like, we pay the fees so that this place can be maintained properly.
Yeah.
And we're only doing this because the road was in such a deplorable condition that something had to be done, and we took
Right.
it upon ourselves to be able to put some little rocks and do some things because of the potholes and how it's a really uncomfortable ride to go to. But come on, man, like, Mick would be able to do that.
That is
I do
true.
know that Niche has reached out and made mention that they will be working on doing some maintenance and some fixing of the roads too. But I don't like, and this is just, I guess, for me, Kev, I don't like it when we have to get to the media point where we have to advertise this and showcase it to the public in this way to make sure something can happen. Like, we need to be able to have good sit-down conversations. Say, hey, Kev, when you start the new year, we have now tours. Can we be able to get this done? Or even actually during low season when it's easier because not much people to traverse it, and it's easier to be able to or to do some kind of construction work on it. Let's work on it this time because we know we're preparing for when the high season come, and we're knowing or we're expecting this amount of persons to come in based on XYZ crews, etc., etc.
Yeah, yeah. What I like to think is that it's not the first time that the situation would get in this manner
No.
at the ATM caves, right? So definitely, it's like it's really neglected, if I
Yeah,
can
no,
say, because
100% say it.
they know that yearly you're going to be having so much people coming to this trail, so definitely do something about it. And he said, there's respective authorities that are collecting so much money from people doing this tour guide, engaging in this area. So why aren't you
Maintaining the
maintaining
area.
it?
And I've been saying this from last year, the year before. We have a serious maintenance problem in this country where we tend to we do something and after that we don't look at it again. We forget that we have to clean up, we have to paint, we have to do whatever it is that we have to do, fix roads, fix roofs, whatever it is. We have to be super mindful of things will be deplorable over time. They will devalue, they will have whatever it is when it comes to maintenance. And so we need to be mindful of just maintaining things, especially when we know this is the time that money comes around and we don't want people to get injured.
Yeah, and Daniel has a good perspective here. It's like, if you know the place isn't that well, then why do you keep taking tourists there?
And I will tell you, honey bunch of oats, I fully understand that, but I also understand for tour operators where this is the place where the tourists want to go. And maybe and you know sometimes how some tourists are, that they're like, well, I want to go to this place. And you're like, but we have our next place. No, but we heard about this one, blah, 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 etc. You want to make your money. You don't want to walk it completely. So you just want to bite the bullet and say, well, let's go, blah, 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 etc. But like some people say, these are rubber boots are going in that area. You so mucky that bad boys. I don't know how in your mind, watch it and know you are asleep. Honey, how you not watch it and know you are I watch it and I feel like I just sleep right now in my seat to watch it. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But definitely, I understand what you said, Daniel. It's just also thinking about persons. They're trying to make their book. They know this is the time, when people are coming in. This is what people want to do. It is unfortunate. So we hope to have maintenance done sooner rather than later because, yeah.
Let's move on to our next Couch Talk topic. And yesterday on the interview with CEO of Transport, Mr. Chester Williams, he shared some very good news, I can say. One was that there is money allocated towards the upgrading of the Belmopan and Belize City bus terminals. However,
What?
due to the process of how the bidding and for him to
Tender,
be
you have
able
to
to access these funds is not enough time due to the closing of the fiscal year, it seems that he may be unable to access the funds to be able to move into upgrading specifically the Belize City Bus Terminal.
Yes.
Right? And so he's confident that when the new fiscal year starts, he's going to be receiving these funds again to proceed
And
with
do the
upgrading
proper
of
process,
the
proper-
terminals.
yeah.
But I guess the good news is that there's funds allocated.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was. I was surprised at first when I was like, oh, there are funds allocated. But we do, and we've known this, Kev, of how when processes are done properly, it takes some time to get those processes out because I can't just give it to any time they can hurry. I can't say, oh, Kev, I know you have this business.
They can't?
Right. Well, you shouldn't. You shouldn't, Kevin. So if you want to do it the
They can't,
proper
right?
way, we
Okay.
shouldn't just give Kevin it because we know Kevin have a business. We should put it out, and Kevin
Okay.
then puts his proposal out, and we assess all the proposals and understand if Kevin has the best, most affordable, with experience, etc., proposal. Then we pick Kevin, not based because Kevin is my friend and my company, and we used to do barbecue together. None of that. So just saying. But I understand that the processes take time to do, the red tape, if you want to call it, takes time to get through. I hope, because he says he's confident, but I also hope still, because sometimes when you look at these cases where money is not spent or allocated or in those instances, sometimes they look and say, oh, well, you didn't spend the money, so I won't give you the money back again. Because there's are cases with that, and I know that with like donor engagement, and so it looks and say, oh, you weren't able to spend this money, you don't need this money, I'll take it back and allocate it to something else. However, we know that this thing needs to get done. So it's just a matter of understanding it wasn't done because of some of the processes that delay the way of it's quickly getting done. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping to see. But I do also want to make note
what is
that the Belmopan terminal is getting some facelifts and some renovations. I understand it's about half of it that is not even being functional right now because they're fixing things up. So, I mean, that is one nice note to be able to sing for persons.
It's
out
better than
there.
nothing at
Baby
all.
boo, with the tech over to get right now, we'd be appreciative of it because we just want
Fortunately,
more.
that's how we have to like accept things.
Gratitude, gratitude, the
Grati-
3 G's, God, grace, and gratitude are going into 2026 with.
Yeah.
So this is the gratitude part.
Well, what I want to go back to is what prompted this conversation with the CEO, Williams, is that there has been multiple reports by both bus operators and commuters, specifically for Belize City, is that there's so many potholes in the Belize City bus terminal that the buses themselves, like, they're going through these trenches there, but also like there's reports that there's like sewage leaking out of the bus terminal also, which is a public health situation. So like these things have prompted like, so when are you gonna update the bus terminal? Because again, it's public health issue, but also like you can see those potholes in the Belize City terminal, and they're not like it can affect the bus, but it can also like it's not a good aesthetics if you think about
In
it,
every
right?
single way, shape, or form. Yeah.
So we're gonna continue monitoring this update as regards to the funds being available and all of these things. But he said funds are available. We just gotta wait for more than likely for the next fiscal year for the development or the upgrade of the Belize City terminal to take place.
I like everyone said, if it broke on their terminal, start
I
all
agree.
over again at this point. Just like, you know what?
I agree.
Start build something new, because if I patch this thing, we're done with it broke, then this thing done the wear away and tear away.
Absolutely, yeah.
Might as well broke it all down. Start over. And I think some persons are thinking about that. What I do remember is CEO Williams mentioned that they don't have engineers attached to their ministry specifically, so they have to be waiting on the advice and the renovations and just the plans of infrastructure engineers. The words for some reason were not coming out the way I want. So hopefully we could say, no patchwork, thanks. None of that. I would like something done properly so we don't have to patch it up every single minute. So this is where planning comes in.
Yeah.
And that's why things might take a little bit longer. But I just want it to be executed properly so we could really enjoy. And Profi, please take care of the thing after we start, get some nice things. Okay. I know I fight today. Today is not a day to fight, Kevin.
Okay, I can see your energy level going up from like What?
certain thing. I'm at a 4 now.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. It's working. It's
It was
working.
at 3.5. I'm at a 4 now, Kevin.
All right, we are
Let's see what
going.
we're
We're,
gonna
so
get.
in that case, we're going to topic number 3. So maybe by 6 you're at an 8. So topic number 3 is that there's a property manager's life that was threatened when confronting illegal activities, and this is for a case of this landowner in Maya
Ranch Farm.
Maya Ranch Farm in the San Antonio Cayo district.
Yes.
And so he said that he reported a situation to the police officers where there was this person that was conducting illegal activities in his property. When he confronted this person, he told them like multiple times to like get out the tractor and all of these things. The person
Just continue going with the
Continued-
tractor.
yeah.
And somebody by pull out because he felt threatened. He
what-
pull out.
he did say that the person was like driving
coming
towards
at him. Yeah, it was like coming. It's like I about to mash you, character, right now. So he, in his frantic way, pulled out, his 9mm, shot 3 shots at the tractor, not the person, because I think that was also very much important to note. Because I know some persons were like, "Wait, that the person is shoot." No, it was at the tractor that he shot 3 shots. After that, the man. He ma pull out what 9mm to us. Oh my goodness! So
Yeah,
everybody got
it
9s.
escalated quick.
Everybody got 9s at this point, Kev.
Yeah.
So after.
And then there was another gun in the area too, because then there was like 3 forest officers along with Mr. Sherrod when they were addressing the situation, and one of them had to pull out his gun also.
And then he had to say, put your gun down. So like, 3 guns at this point in time. So they have Mr. Sherrod's gun, they have the tractor man gun, and then they have one of the forest officer gun. So 2 pointed at the tractor person, and then the tractor person pointed at Mr. Sherrod, and it's just like, whoa. This escalated very quickly. And this is a very nerve-wracking, dangerous situation to be in the first place. So it highlights the broader problem, I would say, of the illegal logging and the farming that's done on private land in itself. So sometimes, as you know, that we've talked about, there are instances where people have their permits and they can be able to get the logging and do what they need to do, but sometimes they go into other areas. This is one of those areas where you see that it is going into our next area.
So what we can share about the situation is that 35-year-old Dan Lopez has been arrested, and so he's pending charges for aggravated assault with a firearm based on the situation. Because he was trespassing a property, he also pulled out a firearm at the owner of the property because he wanted to proceed with his illegal activity, which is,
PSA.
yeah.
The nicest way of facing no post back foot. Because that's part of my property, honey bunch of words. I asked you to get over the tractor. You begs can me pull out a gun, and then you want pull out a gun for me? Honey, what? Take
Yeah.
several steps back. You could step back in on the tractor too if you want. Like at this point,
Ren,
I can't
now let's talk about this next situation where it's turning a bit of heads. And I say this because there's a police corporal. So a police corporal is the first male officer to don dreadlocks at the police department.
Yeah, so he mentioned that, he has fully committed as of 7 months into his Rastafarian faith, and now he's kind of pushing forward to being embraced in it. And so he embraced his dreadlocks and he's now wearing it out in his uniform. And he mentioned that the rules and the regulations and all the things that they're supposed to adhere to when it comes to the police have been outdated. It's back in the days when it's
a colonial mindset. he
It's a
said.
colonial mindset. And he says he knows this might ruffle some feathers, that people don't necessarily like change, but he wants to stand firm on it because this is what he believes, this is his embrace, and somebody has to basically make that trailblazing stance and go out there and do his thing. So it has been ruffling some feathers. It has caused a lot of persons to think about what are the rules, because we talk about this sometimes when you look at school and the different haircuts and so, but we're looking also now at a different form or different context of what police officers, quote unquote, are supposed to look like, what they're supposed to adhere to, haircuts, and how they're supposed to be carrying on to. So,
so what he had to say
your
in
point?
terms of what kind of according to him, he's like, what cemented, like him being able to express his belief is the 2021 court ruling in which the
yes.
female police officers, they were able to keep their hair the way how they were presenting it, right? In terms of the braids and not just having like this full on, like police look that what they were fighting against. So he said based on this 2021 rule, he feels that he now is able to go ahead and express his faith while exercising his duty as a police officer using his dreadlocks.
And I will also note that he is contesting and in a slate contesting the Police Association Executive Board elections.
Ooh.
I believe that's supposed to be taking place today. So there are 3 different slates. So this is something that he's pushing where if he would be elected to come in, he would be pushing for new rules to be administered into the police department. As he quote,
Okay.
it is time for change.
Okay.
It is time
All right.
for change. So we're gonna see exactly if that change will happen. I do also want to make one more note because, of course, when you hear the Rastafarian faith, people think about smoking of marijuana and so forth. And when asked about that, he made mention that at this present moment, he's not practicing in that ritual and that ceremony presently. So he made that also very clear on the note of where that stands.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
with the hair, that's his
Yeah.
first start of trying
What,
to
what,
make
what,
his...
what are your thoughts about, like this change in hairstyle, if you can look at it, within the police department?
I think it would be something good in a sense where young people look and they see persons in uniform, persons in corporate attire, whatever it is. How you dress also tells people how they can be able to dress and what representation they can be able to have. And so when you look at the police department, if you look at this man's dreads, it's nicely kept. It's not like he out there look like any ragamuffin. Like, quote unquote, he's nicely kept in his attire with his dreads put up too. It's not like it's all over the place. And I would say that it's totally fine in my sense to look at a new way of looking at how law enforcement is supposed to be looking and embracing. I think it's going to help with when people look at the profiling, because a lot of persons will see a dread man out there and say, oh, that person possibly did this or possibly did that, and they would be able to target him. But if you have officers that are more inclined to be having themselves with their dreads and so forth, it kind of changes the note of what we look like or what we look at as somebody, quote unquote, profiled and target. So I think that can also change the way or change the game and how that looks. And ultimately, it's a form of expression. I don't think that having dreads will stop him from being able to carry out his duties. And I think that's always the bottom line for anything when it comes to expression. Does it stop or disallow any person to be able to carry out their tasks? And if it does, then of course that's when we reevaluate the situation. But if it doesn't, then I don't see it to be a problem in this case. But
Very
what
good.
are your thoughts?
I like your points. I feel like it's always important to come back and see, where we are as a society in terms of representation, in terms of, are there some things that we can change, to make people feel more like themselves within their workspace. And I think that's very critical for people to be productive, for people to feel safe and contributing. I also like what you mentioned in terms of representation, right? And I feel like one of the big duties of or a big area that the police department needs to get strengthened is in community policing. So maybe this can be helpful for people to see each other within the police department and increase collaboration with each other. So we're gonna see how this works out. Okay, there's different comments. Some people are saying, as long as he's able to do his job, then they're fine with what he's doing.
Likewise, it's like once you just do your job. Do your job. That's all I need you for do. Adhere, uphold the law, respect people, be able to deal nicely when you deal with civilians, on the profile now, young men. Just do your job. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to our next Couch Talk topic, and this moves to international news as President Donald Trump of the United States tweeted yesterday that he said that he's pleased to announce that the interim authorities in Venezuela will be turning over 30 to 50 million barrels of high-quality, sanctioned oil to the United States of America. He said the oil will be sold at its market price and that the money will be controlled by me as the President of the United States to ensure that it's used to benefit the people of Venezuela and the United States. It's, again, Donald Trump and his mentality that the Venezuelan oil belongs to the U.S., right? And that America, Latin America specifically, is the backyard of the United States. So it still continues to keep on having multiple concerns because again, people are saying this guy is only focused on the oil, on how it can benefit the US. He says it's going to benefit the people of Venezuela. People of Venezuela are thinking how it's going to benefit them. But in terms of like political leaders, they're thinking if there can be the situation where the president of a country is abducted, Venezuela, they take over the resources of a country, then it sets the precedence for other countries and other leaders to go through the same situation if the US finds that their country has resources like cobalt and copper and all of these things that are rich in the area, that he may just be like, hey, I want your resources too, right? So it's being closely monitored as how this is going to work. Globally, there's like stands all over the place rejecting, the recent actions of the US government in abducting the president of Venezuela. But definitely continue monitoring the situation and see how it affects us, Belize. And then there's another situation, another report coming from the U.S. government, right? And this is that the U.S. imposes up to $15,000 visa bond for Caribbean travelers, specifically for Antigua and Barbuda, in saying that this is a pilot project to be able to curb the number of overnight stays, of overstaying your visa in the United States. So whenever you apply for your visa, whenever you're going to travel, you have to have a $15,000 US dollar
So
bond.
that's 30,000 Belize dollars, Boozilas, if you're doing the translation of what that looks like.
Yeah.
This is for Antigua and Barbuda, and as well as Dominica. Those are the two Caribbean countries that are being looked at in this light. We know other countries like Cuba, Algeria, Angola, Bangladesh, and so forth are also included in this imposed U.S. visa bond. And so the numbers seem to kind of be growing, if you want to.
Yeah, so presently there's 38 countries on the list that require a visa bond to be able to travel into the U.S., which is alarming. And it's also like, it's already, for some people, it's already hard getting a visa, right? The cost to getting one is high for them. Now you have to be able to come up front with a bond, which many may not be able to afford, right? And it's also like, it's seen as another tactic of the United States to be able to manipulate countries, especially political leaders, to conform to what policies and courses of action the United States government is taking.
Another red tape to be able to go through to make things happen. Of course, we're going to see how this plays out because we know that students are studying. We know that there are people that are working over there. And so how does this play out when it comes to these aspects of applying for your visa? If you already applied for your visa, you have to renew your visa and all these things too in itself. So definitely stay tuned to the news, guys, of what's happening globally because these things can affect you, your family, your loved ones. And it's really important that we have these conversations ahead of time and know the facts of what it is, for what countries, etc.
Yeah. So with that, we come to the end of our couch talk. I want to say thank you for your contribution. We have a beautiful sunrise to share with you as we wrap up.
We do also have a birthday shout out
while we cue in the sunrise. So go ahead, Ren.
Yes. So we have a darling little girl that always watches Sunup, by the way. So this is Priya Gomez. She's turning 10 years old. So
Wow,
Priya,
that's a beautiful photo.
I know,
And a
she's
beautiful
the most
cake.
adorable thing. I met her one time and she is the sweetest thing ever. So Priya, I just want to wish you the happiest, blessed birthday. May it be filled with all of the sunshine, all of the light that you bring into this world. May you have new memories, new challenges, and new opportunities to be you and discover who you are as you navigate 10. So happy blessed birthday from Sunup and Steppen.
Have a great one. And now we have our sunrise.
Yes, now we have our sunrise.
Let's guess where the sunrise is from, Ren. It's not a hard one.
It's I'm going for a little Belize City vibe that might be by the lighthouse, but I'm not sure, Kev. Give me some help.
By a Belize sign.
It's by a Belize sign, so it's
Close to a
definitely
park.
Belize. I know 100% it's Belize.
Belize City, right?
Belize City.
Definitely.
Got
Wow.
it.
It's so beautiful though. Like
It's gorgeous. I love how the sun is
was to
sitting
get
there.
that beautiful moment here by the lighthouse for sure.
We're hoping that these rays go into your screens and you're able to have just a little bit of warmth as you navigate through your Wentabulous Wednesday. If you're rebooting, you're still getting back. If this is your second turn in bed, whatever it is, we hope that you're able to get the good vibes that we're trying to carry out and start off your day with all of the love from Sunup on 7.
Yeah.
So we have our first commercial break, and then we go into dynamic conversations ranging from talking about taking care of yourself, and Shanti is going to be talking about what's available to help you achieve that well-being of self. We're also going to be talking about the Conquering Lions Academy and the U.S. participation for 2 high-level basketball events, and of course, doing a workout to get our body fit. So stay tuned for all of that. We'll be right back.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for a journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
These charter means aren't from
We're
an apple
navigating
plane.
along the coastline.
This morning,
of
the
northern
2023
lagoon in the
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Shireen Halsell, and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight.
We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening with your news. I'm Endure Craft.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years. Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to your Wednesday episode of Sun Up on 7. Thank you so much for making some company to our dad tonight. Our guests that come to today's episode move on to our first conversation. And today we talk about the benefits of wellness and what Shanti has to offer as in regards to your well-being and stay in tune with yourself. Joining us on our couch, we have Michelle Williams, the owner of Shanti.
Hi,
Michelle, good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, yes.
2026 is here
Yeah,
already.
it's 7 days into the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's the new year been treating you so far?
It's been treating us good, like we're busy. So that's something that we're very grateful for, you
Yeah.
know, and people are taking advantage of the new year and, you know, taking advantage of all the stuff that we have to offer, and they're coming in with energy and vitality. So
I love
that's
it.
nice.
Yeah. And how long has, like, your wellness center been operating?
We opened up in 2013.
Okay, wow.
So it's been around a while.
Yeah.
And the yoga school, my yoga school opened 2015. So that's going to be 11 years in May. And so we've been training yoga teachers and other wellness practitioners for over 10 years.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, and they're integrated. You know, a lot of Belizeans have come through the school, and they've either opened up their own wellness business or working in spas or working in hotels. So it's a beautiful thing to see what they're doing. And sometimes they're doing all three. They've opened up their own place, and they're doing all different things as well. And so, yeah, you know, and it's just been thriving. But the spa and our yoga studio has been around since 2013.
And you also have a cafe.
The cafe, since Martha's Cafe is, we call it a delicious and fresh alternative.
Oh.
So our food is concentrated on being fresh, high quality, nutritious, nurturing. All those things that people don't necessarily associate with healthy food, but that we seem to have managed to do. And it's served with love, and it's made with love. And then, of course, we have our hotel, which is, our guests have coined it an oasis in the city. You know, we have a beautiful labyrinth that people can walk on the grass and do grounding and meditate. And we have fruit trees and birds. We have, like, I think, 100 and something different fruit trees on our property.
Wow.
Yeah, and birds. Our guests actually come with their binoculars now to do birding. And then, of course, we have the birds and the seagulls and the pelicans on the dock. And the other day we had dolphins on our veranda that the guests were able to see. So I think our intention was to create a space that people feel that they're walking into calm and can gain some sort of balance in life. I think for 2026,
What is it?
my personal intention is to maintain balance, because you can have balance and then sometimes life happens and you're thrown off balance. But I think what's most important is how fast you get back balance. And one of the things that I think we strive to at all our family business, the hotel, the cafe, and Shanti, is to create that balance that people can go. For our classes, we have Pilates, we have a deep stretch, so they get that strength training and they also get that deep stretch and breath work. I offer breath work and meditation, so if they want to work on their inner universe, they can, and they can access what breath work can do for them. And then, you're dealing with such a busy life these days, especially with electronics and the social media and everything that's immediate. And so they can walk in there and really feel it. Everything slows down a little bit, and they can really, self-reflect and calm and learn different tools to help them maintain balance even in their hectic lifestyle.
I love that.
Yeah.
So for persons out there that are listening and they're hearing so much different things, could they just message in and ask, is there a catalog to say, these are all the things that we offer, or how does that work when it comes to getting consultation?
One of the things that I would really recommend for people to do is to like our Facebook or our Instagram page, because a lot of the times the Shanti manager, she is offering specials and massages. Right now we have, I think it's $100 Belize for locals, full body massage, and that goes anywhere from hot stone to deep tissue to Swedish to therapeutic.
Amazing.
So, and we're #1 spa in Belize City, so for 13 years, we must be doing something right.
Absolutely.
Our therapist is really, really good. So yeah, it's that balance. It's going out and being in that kind of concrete jungle, and then you walk in to this area where as you open the door, there's this just lush greenery and birds singing, and there's an immediate kind of restoration of your nervous system. You just feel as though, okay, deep breath.
Yeah.
And you can, we've got spaces where people can go and to just sit and contemplate and just, maybe reflect, do journaling.
Yeah. We have one of our viewers, Belize and Gal, saying that she describes your space as very zen and a very safe space, which I love to hear that, and we've been around also, and I can definitely say that it's such a place. As in regards to, we've talked about what you have to offer, for people that are looking into improving their well-being or maintaining it. But let's talk about, the benefits. For instance, you talk about getting a massage, or the benefits of having a properly balanced meal, or walking into the greenery. What do all of these things do to the well-being of somebody?
Well, it's thinking as our bodies, our minds, our spirits, everything is connected. And that is what yoga is, right? It's union. And so being able to have movement of the body, mobility of the body, flexibility of the body. We don't necessarily need you to put your feet behind your head, but just to be able to say it, if anything happens, my reaction can be well balanced so I don't fall. Those things that you strengthen the body, you release tension from the body that is stored. Emotions are stored in the body that way, right? And so a lot of the times when we feel tense and when we feel stiff, it's because there's something emotional that's going on that we're holding on to. And if we're lifting weights and we're doing stuff, it's also good to have that release, right?
I agree.
Somebody here's asking also about your address and...
Oh, we're located 10 4th Street. So we're just outside the tourist village heading towards the lighthouse. Martha's Cafe is on the right and Shanti is below and across the street in the cafe.
Excellent.
Yeah. So it's all those things. And then if we're eating a balanced diet, we're nurturing the body, right? We're nurturing, we're nurturing the body. We're eating for energy, not eating for I have a craving. But we're eating for energy, we're eating to nurture. And we find that when we eat well and we eat balanced, our energy level is higher and we can get more done and we feel more productive. And then mentally we feel better because we're actually living a purposeful life. Everybody can say when they eat healthier, they do feel a difference, right? Your digestion is one thing. If your digestion isn't working well, your mental clarity is clogged, your energy level is clogged, you can't sleep. There's so many things that are affected. And so it's just knowing that you're actually doing something good for yourself that should be kind of like the momentum, right? The reasoning. And one of the things at Martha's Cafe, which we happen to be #1 in 103 restaurants in Belize City, is that we offer that healthiness. We offer the fresh. We offer high quality, but the taste doesn't, it's not lost. It's very tasty, high quality, healthy food. For instance, our vegan brownies are made from bananas. You know, we substitute some of the things that might be a little less, well, definitely less healthy, and we replace it with something that is nutritious and it's healthy. Our smoothies are fresh. It's just fruits. There's no milk or anything like that. It's coconut water and fresh fruit. Our juices are unsweetened, and so it's you get to also learn how things really taste without that extra sugar, right?
I see what you mean.
I like that. I like the idea.
And that it can be delicious and it can be nutritious.
Yeah.
And one of the things about Martha's Cafe that I personally, I mean, I love walking up there every morning and just seeing the view of the boats passing by and just the view, the pelicans, and people appreciate that too. But it's also really a space that people can really be creative. Like I know people come there, they sit on their couch, they order food, and they'll stay 4 hours and they're just writing. Their creativity kind of flourishes there for some reason.
Wow.
It's yeah.
So we definitely have to open it for a lot of persons that maybe work from home or remotely, and they can come there, have their meals, and just be able to like work and just get their stuff done.
One of the nice things I see people starting to do, and not really just starting, but they've been doing it a while, is that they'll come, they'll have breakfast, because you know, a breakfast is the thing at Martha's. So they'll come, especially Saturday and Sunday, they'll come and they'll have breakfast, and then they'll stay a little while, and then they'll get the spa treatment. They'll stay around the grounds for a little bit, and then they'll come and they'll work. You know, they come, they put their computer and their work, whether or not it's like work or some sort of creativity, but they're able to work in a better mindset. You know what I mean?
I like that.
So,
So
but
definitely they can get tapped into more than one aspect of your well-being by visiting.
Yeah, because it's integrating. It's not done in a reductionary way where I'm just gonna do like my body-centric workout stuff. Which is good, but you want to mix it up a little bit, you know? You want to have a little restorative time where you're deep stretching, you're letting the tension out and you're letting the emotions out. With the yin yoga class that Miss Ida offers, I mean, when I used to teach it, I know that there are grown men that used to cry in yin yoga because you hold on to so much emotion that once you just sit still and not be distracted by movement and breathe, that you get a release. And it's an incredible release. So it's important to have those balances and to see the different ways in which you can access those things, you know, those sorts of release, whether or not it's in breath work or in deep stretch yoga or just having a massage, you know, falling asleep in a massage, you know, it's a beautiful thing.
I definitely, by what you've shared, I can see where people are thinking, I would like to be healthier this year, improve my well-being. And oftenly, people do not know where to start, especially as let's talk about Martha's Cafe and what you've shared, you know, like you get to experience what freshness is, you know, like what the real fruit tastes like, what the juice tastes like without sugar and any additives. And so by giving people this exposure, they're able to be like, oh, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, right? There's many, if you want to like follow diet, it's very reductionary these days where everything goes to calories and carbs and this, where you take away the gist of what it is that your diet should be looking like. So by coming
and you're not nurturing your body that way, you know, you're really restricting it and eventually it's not gonna work. So you have to find, the word is balance. You have to find a balance that, and to appreciate food in the best quality, but not necessarily fried or something like that. One thing unique that we have at Shanti is we call it contrast therapy. It's sauna and then ice plunge.
Oh.
And it's a
sounds
well,
Right, I know.
but it's the ice plunge is really, really good. You wouldn't think of it, but it's a really good fat burning technique.
Okay.
Because what it does, it creates as you go into as your body gets shocked, it immediately tries to heat up. And so that heat up, when it heats up like that, it actually goes and it turns the white fat, which is the fat for storage, into brown fat, and the brown fat is the fat for energy. So you come out of there like, okay, it's like you just had a whole pot of coffee. You feel like, okay, I can achieve the world, right? And then of course the sauna, it helps to detox.
So you also have a sauna available.
We have a sauna available, and what we do is we do the sauna. We do it as a contrast therapy,
Okay.
sauna ice plunge. So the sauna is to heat up the body, sweat to detox, right? You detox the body. It's also really good for recovery, the contrast therapy for athletes. And then you go into the ice plunge, and then the body again heats up even more, and that's where you get all the fat burning qualities. So
Wow, look at that.
That must be an experience.
but on top of that, mentally, it's really good for your mental health because the dopamine is released and you really come out of there feeling so much better. In fact, it is something that people that have issues with anxiety or with depression are encouraged to do.
Wow.
The contrast therapy.
I know you mentioned that for this beginning of the new year, you're doing a couple of specials. Is that included in this?
There's a special with that as well, yeah, because I'm noticing a lot of Belizeans doing it now, which is really nice.
And for
Yeah.
the package, so
Yeah.
people can just message in to find
They can message in, but the best thing to do is to go on our Facebook page,
perfect.
Shanti Spa and Wellness, or our Instagram. Like it, and you'll get all on our stories every day. There's something being posted on our stories, and our different specials that we're offering. So,
Yeah.
but I don't want to miss out that.
Tell me.
We also have this wellness hotel.
Okay.
You know, our family business extends to a small boutique hotel. Our signature room is 2 40-foot containers that has been refurbished. And it's on the top, it's on a second floor, and you get to see the labyrinth, and you get to see the sea and the river. It's really beautiful. But we were able to use, these materials to create rooms. All of our rooms are pretty much natural materials. You know, we have our cottages and it's just a beautiful space.
Yeah.
That I really enjoy living there. I live there and I wake up every morning and I think, wow, what did I do to deserve this?
You know, like if there's one thing that I appreciate about this conversation with you and the ones we've had previously is you can tell you're connected to what you've created, right? And in terms of like you are saying, if I could, you are your own consumer then. So like you're able to say like, I'm doing this for myself, so you're able to validate it, and then other people are also able to connect with it.
Yeah.
It's not like you're creating something for another person.
And we created it, it's become a business, but it really is just an extension of both my mom and my lives. You know, it's an extension of that. And so people, when they come and stay with us, they really feel as though they're staying at home. They feel as though we're their family, that, we've opened up our door. Where the cafes used to be my home. So it still has that kind of vibe. And they're like, people notice it. One review said, oh, we went to this beautiful home cafe. And I'm like, wow, they figured it out. But yeah, it's definitely that. And it's also, it's beautiful to see it growing. Like now having Miss Ida teaching the classes and having Pilates and yoga there, and me being able to still do my thing and then grow in other ways. Because yoga is like it's a living tradition, and that's the core of who I am, right? It's a living tradition, and with that, there are things that change, and you have to be able to change with it. And it's a wonderful experience right now for me to see the change happening, and even in our cafe, how it's growing. We're opening up our deck soon. So we're gonna have tables on our deck day and night, and how things are just fitting in, the synchronicity of the right people coming and things like that. It's It's good. So 2026 is going to be a good
great
year.
year.
And
Yeah,
so,
it's
yeah.
gonna be great.
But balance, knowing
Balance.
that balance. And something I work on every day. I have to, every morning in prayer, like I'm always just keep me balanced because like anyone, you know, that's when you go off and then you have to work back and get it back again.
So definitely for persons out there that are being, because there's so many people that have been asking, what's the location? What's the location? So obviously people want to go for it.
If you go, if just outside the tourist, if you come through the tourist village, on the right side there's the old customs house. That's where Martha's Cafe is. On the opposite side there's a hotel, and then the spa is on both sides, the front and the back.
And I've put the Instagram and Facebook page in the chat for persons that want to be able to be connected, follow, see exactly what's happening, message in, stop by.
Our WhatsApp is 611-2963, and we're very responsive. So, you know, let us know if you're interested, and we'll send you information on everything that we offer.
Yeah, Michelle, we thank you so much for joining us today on Sunup on
Thank you
7
too.
to allow our
Thank you,
viewers know,
thank
you know, what all do you have to offer to help people tap into their well-being, which is very much needed. How can they do it balanced and get exposed to new things? You never know. Your taste buds are going to be properly teased at Martin's Cafe, the view and everything. You know, like it would be a pity to like miss the opportunity, you know, given your, you know, you're a yoga instructor, you've been meditating, you've done so many years of training, that I would like to invite you to like leave a mantra for people today. It's Wednesday, you know, thinking about balance, thinking about moving forward with the day. What mantra would you like to leave with our viewers?
I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
And I am enough. I am beautiful and I am enough. Because a lot of times we stress ourselves out with thinking we're not enough. And self-love is the core of that, you know. You can't share from an empty cup. And so I am beautiful and I am enough.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And for persons out there, again, we put the number in the chat for the Facebook and the Instagram in chat. Please stay connected. Please message in. They're very responsive. For persons on television and YouTube, the number again is 611-2963. You can WhatsApp them and start your journey and start asking questions. Bring a friend. Make it a priority to get your well-being intact properly for this 2026.
One quick thing. The other day, somebody came for the first time for a massage, and she said to us, why haven't I done this earlier?
Wow.
So
that's just going to be echoing for you.
Yes.
Start today. Start today. And with that, guys, we're going to be starting with a commercial break because we got to pay them bills. And we'll be right back with more dynamic conversations. Stay tuned.
These charter means aren't from
We're
an
navigating
airplane.
along the coastline.
This morning, the
Northern
2023 in the
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Shirley Kelso, and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight.
We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening with your news and the bureaucrat.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
In the heart of Belize, a battle is being waged, not with weapons, but with choices. When waste is disposed of in unauthorized locations, in our forests, drains, and waterways, along our highways, and in vacant lots, this is illegal dumping. The consequences reach far beyond what we see. Toxic chemicals seep into our groundwater, threatening our drinking water. Disease-carrying mosquitoes breed in abandoned tires, and wildlife mistake our waste for food. For over a decade, the Department of Environment has worked tirelessly to clean up these sites. But they can't do it alone. They need your help. And now, taking action is easier than ever. Download the ARC GIS Survey 123 app to your phone. You can report illegal dump sites. The app records the location, allows you to add photos. Simply open the app, allow location access, fill in basic details about the site, add a photo, and submit. Your report helps us protect our communities and natural resources. Every report matters. Every action counts. Stand proud in protecting our nation. Our Belize, our responsibility. Binic.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
My beautiful people, welcome back to your Wednesday episode of Sun Up on 7. Thank you so much for welcoming Renata into your space. Just before the commercial break, we had a great conversation with Michelle Williams talking about all the benefits that Shanti has to offer to you, the spa, the cafe, the hotel. Definitely, if you're looking for a place to start striking balance, look after your well-being, that's a great place to start. Move on to our next conversation. We're going to be talking with representatives of Conquering Lions Academy. Find out a bit more about what the academy is about, and also talk about the experience of Bryson Williams, who was in the US participating in 2 high-level basketball events. So joining us on our couch, we have Mr. Daniel Brackett, who's the coach at the academy. Mr. Daniel, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Yeah. How is your new year treating you so far?
My new year is going well, you know. We were really excited for Brayson's experience in the US, so the new year started off very, very good.
I love it. We look forward to engaging into that conversation with Brayson. But before we get to that, Brayson, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah. How was your experience in the U.S.?
It was good.
Yeah. Is there something that you enjoy the most? What was that?
Probably the food.
The food.
It's the honesty for me. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, he was properly nourished.
He was properly...
Yeah.
And he seems very tall too. So, how old are you?
I'm 11.
And how tall are you?
6 foot.
Wow.
And that means he's still growing, no?
He's still growing, yeah.
Okay, let's.
Yeah, okay, all right.
That's amazing.
Very good. Huh, so there's like a lot of
11
things to
at
look
6
forward
foot.
to.
Look at that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, we're gonna get you into this conversation, and for persons out there that are listening, hearing about this, let's let them understand first the context of what the Conquering Lions Academy is. We've had a conversation before already about it, but for persons that maybe missed that conversation, what is this academy really about? What are you trying to accomplish?
Yes, with the Conquering Lions Academy, what we try to do, we try to elevate the game of basketball in Belize. You know, we try to teach the kids coming up, teach them the fundamentals of basketball. You know, teach them discipline. You know, how to be consistent. You know, and just like Brayson, you know, we have goal of sending them out of the country. Some of them. And not all of them will get an opportunity to play abroad, but I do believe that they can get an opportunity at the different colleges in our country, like UB, GLN, you know. So we just basically I'm just training kids with basketball. Then also I'm a spiritual person, you know. I'm a Christian, you know. We do weekly Bible studies on Wednesdays, so we try to instill, you know, Christian values in them, and I believe that these values can help them in their everyday life, you know. So basically that, yeah.
I love it.
How did this opportunity came from Brayson to go to the U.S.?
Well, this opportunity came, you know, first of all, Brayson made sure that he was disciplined. Brayson worked hard, like what I always tell people, Brayson, like everybody have a creep before a walk, you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
Brayson, I first saw Brayson about a year ago playing in a basketball game, right? But he was really raw, but Brayson really stood out. Brayson was the biggest, like he was way bigger than everybody.
Stood out, yeah.
Yeah, so I messaged Brayson's dad, and Brayson's dad said, yes, coach, I am open to having him come and train at the Conquering Lions. So Brayson began to work with us about a year ago. And to my surprise, Brayson was really, you know, Brayson is a hard-working guy. You know, Brayson is open to learning new things, you know. So Brayson and I worked for about a year, and I have this friend in the U.S. His name is Justin Usher. Justin is a Belizean as well.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, so Justin is over there, and I am always keeping contact with Justin. Justin usually helps out the program. He normally sends down tennis shoes and skipping ropes and anything that the basketball academy needs, you know. So I was telling Justin about it. I said, Justin, I have this kid that I believe was 6 foot, 11 years old. I said, Justin, you need to get him on over there, right? So I spoke with Justin, and then Justin said yes. He said, yes, Daniel, you know, we have some basketball tournaments coming up, you know. So Justin and his sisters spoke to the coach, because Justin also have a nephew that plays over there. He's also a Belizean American as well. One, by the way, Brayson is a Belizean American, so that actually makes the process easier.
Nice.
You know. So yeah, so Justin and Stacy, Justin Usher, Stacy Main, they both spoke to the coach, Mr. Arnold. That's the name of the program, Arnold Elite. So Justin and Stacy, they spoke to the coach, and the coach said yes. So we all agreed to send him over there. And you know,
we able to play in the games over there.
Wow. It's really great to hear that you were able to create a space where people can come and improve their skills in basketball, improve their discipline. Hearing, you know, like all other things that are part of the program really is, I feel like it's very crucial in the foundation of what it is to be a young person, what it is to be an athlete, and then also looking out for your athletes too. That's also like great because you're saying, I see this kid with this potential. The exposure certainly will elevate the way how he performs as an athlete. So I have to commend you for looking for that. Now let's bring Brayson back into the conversation. So you've been playing basketball for a while, and clearly the court saw potential in you. What are some of your things that you learned while playing in the U.S.?
You know, I learned how to be more consistent in the paint and to drive the ball better and laying up with my left hand.
Oh, with your left hand. So you're right-handed? Or you're,
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that. That's actually very hard. Just throwing that out there.
What is that?
Laying up with your left hand if you're right hand.
Yeah.
Laying up is like when you run. It's okay, Kevin. We're gonna show you later. It's so cute that Kevin is trying to figure this out with us. On that same note, I would love to know also going over there. Kevin is trying to figure out.
It's basketball
It's a
lingo.
layup.
You can come to the concurrent lands and we can offer you some lessons,
Daniel,
right?
please help Kevin do a layup, okay? We're gonna get it done. But on that next note, is there like a favorite basketball player that you have or a team that you look at?
You know, I like LeBron James. And I really like the Lakers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he was pressured into saying he like LeBron James because of his dad. His dad like LeBron James, so I think that's a little pressure on him.
What is your actual player then?
How was it like playing with with students from a different country?
No, it was good. I didn't have like that much chemistry with them, you know, but it was still good. We won 4-0.
Oh, wow.
So now that you went on this trip, you're back here. How do you feel like you can apply what you learned?
You know,
is there like a future game you're looking forward to showing off the skills that you learned? What is that going to look like?
there is a game in March.
Oh, wow.
And we are going to Cancun. And I'm trying to like translate my game I learned from States to the game there.
Awesome. So we can practice our skills from there to Cancun, and we can look forward to seeing more layups with our left hand.
Before I forget to, there's a Pee Wee competition coming up. It's a Pee Wee basketball invitational, and Kejan will be playing in that as well, right? So
I'm sure he will
at
be.
Civic this Saturday. This Saturday at Civic. So if anybody wants to see Brayson in action, they can come out to the Civic this Saturday. Yeah.
At what time will that be?
It will start at 8 a.m. in the morning.
8 a.m. in the morning. And so they play. Pee Wee basketball competition is really nice, guys, because it gives these young men opportunities to play against other teams, to really get to practice, to put it into gear. And they've been doing it for a while.
So
they have more consistent games, which is great because I'm sure they just play against each other, but then now we go against other teams, it makes you kind of have something to look forward to.
So shout out to Mr. Arana. Mr. Arana is the guy who does the Pee Wee
He
competition.
does the whole combination of that.
Okay. So hearing this conversation, Daniel, for people that are tuned in that they would like to enroll their child in Conquering Lions Academy, how can they go about and do that?
Yeah, they can message me on Facebook. You know, we have a Facebook page for is Conquering Lions Academy. They can message me on Facebook on the page, and if they aren't following the page, they can message me on my personal page, Daniel Handal Bracket.
Okay.
And also they can contact me on WhatsApp. My phone number is 615-6950.
Okay. Do you have any upcoming programs that people should be looking out for?
Well, you know, this is we do training all year round. We don't take breaks, you know. So but like what Brayson mentioned, we have a lot of competitions coming up. You know, there's a Pee Wee competition. Then there's the Ahmadiyya competition coming up in February. Then also we will be taking a U12 team and a U14 team to Cancun. And because of Brayson opened a lot of doors for us. We will be bringing some international players to join us in Cancun.
Okay.
Wow, look at that.
So I think that will be a good experience for the guys here in Belize to be playing with kids from America, you know. Then we have El Salvador national tournament, where we're taking a U14 team to El Salvador. But with this tournament, we will be competing against other countries.
Oh.
There will be 8 different countries that we'll be competing against. Then we have 2 more tournaments. So
y'all are
we are very active. We're very active.
Right. So that was very helpful. So in terms of somebody saying, I tuned into this conversation, I definitely want to come to Conquer Alliance Academy, they can go today. They can message you today and get that arranged.
And I put
Very
his Facebook name as well as his number in the chat for parents that maybe want to contact and start that process of getting their child into the Conquering Lions Academy. And this is where you start, guys. There are a lot of young people. What is the age range that you work with?
We're working with kids from 7 years old up to 15. 7 to 15 years old, yeah. That's the age that I work with.
And it's specifically for males, or do we have females too?
I currently only have 1 female in the academy, but she's really
dynamic.
good. Yeah, she's good.
Very dynamic. If you've ever seen her on the court,
she's good.
7 to 15.
Yeah. 7 to 15 is the age range for parents that are thinking about
height does not matter.
Huh?
No, height doesn't matter, but if you're tall, that's a plus. That's a plus.
So work with that because that's gonna help you to catch your points.
Definitely.
The whole thing.
Definitely.
So as we're wrapping up, is there any final remarks, maybe Rayson, you want to say when it comes to other young people that want to get into basketball? Seeing that you opened the door for a lot of other young people coming out when it comes to exchanges of students going to the U.S. to have a game, is there anything you want to encourage for our kids out there that want to get into basketball, or even parents, anything at all?
I'd say to be hardworking and be consistent. Like you got to love what you're doing if you really want to do something. And
I like that. I'll take that
I
with me
like
today.
that's
Hardworking
important.
and consistent.
Hardworking and consistent.
Can I explain a little about the tournament just quick?
Sure.
Yeah. So Brayson attended 2 different events in the U.S. Brayson attended the first one was the Coast to Coast Prep. So this was basically a basketball camp, right?
Okay.
And this basketball camp had all the ranked players in the U.S. So Brayson stepped right into the highest level right away, and that is something that doesn't normally happen. You know, a lot of Belizeans wish that they could have gotten that opportunity. To tell you how big this tournament was, this camp, Brayson attended the camp with the number 1 ranked 7th grader in all of America. He's 13 years old and 6'7".
Oh my gosh.
His name is Christian Bell. Is it Christian Bell? Then also there was the number 1 ranked 8th grader. His name is Air Jackson in all of America. So this camp that he went to was really big. Then also, then the weekend after that, Brayson played in a Adidas circuit. That's the 2nd highest circuit in all of America. So Brayson played in the junior 3 SSB Adidas circuit, So all of this gives Brayson a chance to be seen by scouts.
Yeah.
Scouts from different colleges, and also Brayson was written up in the system. So certain scouts website has Brayson name. So they got Brayson, his height, his attributes on the court. This was a big opportunity for Brayson.
Yeah. Opening the doors.
Exactly. Yeah. Why were you holding back on this?
yeah.
That's really great.
So now, because Brayson went over there now, like what I mentioned now, we gain access now to America. Then we will be sending two of our athletes this summer. Ernest Miles, he's one of the best talent in the country, and also the same female that we're Kenya Gillett. We're planning to send Kenya over there as well.
Wow,
I love that Kenya's getting an opportunity. She's really dynamic if you see her on the court. So I'm glad to see two other young persons going in summer, and hopefully more can be able to go. And so I think this is also an echo for other persons, abroad that are hearing this conversation and want to get young people over there. They can always reach out to Danielle too and be able to make that connection, because we have young people that are willing, determined, and disciplined to go over there. So let's make those links, let's make the connection to make it happen for these young people.
Absolutely. Well, folks, we thank you so much for joining us today on Sunup on 7. It was a pleasure having this conversation. Congrats once more on that exposure. But what your coach shared, it was nothing to take lightly. And there's definitely a lot of things that are going to come for you and your team from this opportunity. So look forward to a future conversation with you, Daniel, with more great things coming from Conquering Lions.
And check out the Pee Wee game that's going to be happening this Saturday at the Civic Center at 8 a.m. We're going to see Brayson right there, as well as other amazing players like my nephew, K-John, that's going to be out there. So come out and enjoy a great friendly game. Or games, because they're going to be several games in one.
16 games, 16.
16 games. It's going to be a time.
So thank you we just want to say, we just want to give shout outs to Coach Arnold, shout outs to Justin Usher and Stacey Main, you know. We really appreciate everything for giving Brayson this opportunity and to open the doors, you know, for our other players.
Making things happen, guys. It all starts with just one opportunity.
Yeah.
And with that, guys, we're going to go to our next commercial break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
No Wi-Fi. might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry.
Yo, bro, need your help.
Happy.
Excuse me, class.
In every life we
Bro, I
have
have smart
some
Echo, I just want
trouble. But when you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy.
Wherever the coastal road takes you, don't worry, be happy. Smart has you covered. Smart, bringing people together.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
The roads of Belize connect us all. Riders, drivers, families, friends. Every day begins with a little routine and the confidence that life's journeys are protected. From school drop-off through the daily grind and everything in between, each with different roads ahead, yet one common goal: to arrive safely. Atlantic Insurance stands with Belize's riders and motorists with affordable protection, support, and peace of mind for the journey ahead. For the roads we share and the lives we protect, Atlantic Insurance is by your side, insuring you from life's unexpected. Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
No Wi-Fi.
Here's a little. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry.
Yo, bro, need
Be
your help.
happy.
Excuse me, class.
In every life we
Bro, I
have
have smart
some
Echo, I just want
trouble. But When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy.
Wherever the coastal road takes you, don't worry, be happy. Smart has you covered. Smart, bringing people together.
Grind and shine on this Wednesday episode. We're joined by Giovanni Guerra, fitness instructor. For anybody that's still, wanting to start their New Year's resolution and being healthy, wanting to know what kind of work routine I can get into, Giovanni is going to give us today on this segment a quick routine you can do for 15 minutes using light weights from the comfort of your home, your office, wherever you're at. Before we get into that, Giovanni, good morning. Happy New Year to you.
Hi, good morning.
How is the New Year treating you so
New Year
far?
as well. So far, so good, man.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Are you looking
Fresh
forward
starts.
to gym gains this year?
Always. I'm
I
excited,
know. That's such a great thing to do. Tell us, what are we going to be doing today?
All right, so over the Christmas holiday and leading up to it, really, I started working on this new routine that I wanted to bring to not only my current clients, but I actually do virtual training as well.
Very good.
I have some clients in the States. But I also wanted to help out anybody that can't make it to the gym. There are things you can do at home, utilizing the stuff that you already have.
I love that. Because
Right.
there's often like excuses of like, oh, I cannot afford going to the gym.
Right.
I do not have the weights to be able to like get into it. So here you're saying, I can provide a service virtually.
Yes.
And you can do it from the comfort of your space.
Exactly. As it is, I just recently went to Placencia after New Year's. And I put it out on my page, my social media page, a routine, part of what I'm gonna demonstrate today. Right there, smack on the beach, you know, using a beach chair or any chair you find on the beach and utilizing nothing but water bottles, right? And it's an effective training, right? It's proven, and it's worked.
Okay.
Right? A couple of my clients that have been doing it with me for like a couple, 2 months, showed me pictures over there on Christmas side and say, oh my God, look, there's no back fat.
There you go.
So so it works, you know, especially the women. The women love it. It targets some of the areas that they specifically want to work on, you know?
Okay. All right. So are you ready to get going with this routine?
Yes. Yeah. First and foremost, though, safety first.
Yeah.
So I always like to make sure you guys do your stretching.
That's very important.
Because we want to minimize any potential injury. And it's a basic stretching. This just encompasses the entire body.
Okay.
If you need further stretching, you know, by all means do it, you know. But always check with a physician before you do any type of physical activity.
Yeah.
All right? Because you want to make
Stretching
sure
is-
you can do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
All right?
Good.
First thing we're going to do, we're going to stretch the shoulder muscles. So I want you to put your hands out straight like this. All right? I'm going to do tight concentric circles forward and you're going to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then next we go backwards.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job.
Yeah.
All right, next what we're gonna do, we're gonna open up the chest cavities.
Okay.
All right, so I want you to just put your fists together like this and elbows up and out. Keep the elbows up and out, that's important, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna open and we're gonna stretch.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Good job. How do you feel?
Very good.
Good?
I like that one. Yeah.
All right, next we're gonna work on stretching the tricep muscles and a little bit of your neck muscles as
Very
well,
good.
right?
Let's do that.
So, left elbow, right palm.
Okay.
Then take left palm, put it on shoulder blade here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stand this way so the camera can see me.
Very good.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this elbow towards the left shoulder, right shoulder, and we'll hold that for 10 seconds.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you switch sides.
Okay.
And you hold that for another 10 seconds.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job.
Nice.
How you feel?
Good. I really like stretching.
Yeah, it's good. It's important. It's important because you don't want to injure yourself, you know?
Yes.
Next, we're going to stretch the hamstrings.
Okay.
Hamstring is one of the main things that people tend to injure in the gym, especially on leg day, because we don't normally utilize the hamstrings that much.
Okay.
In our daily routine, you know?
All right.
So, but it's important that you stretch it.
Yeah.
All right? So, it's going to be a basic stretch. So, we're going to lean forward our left leg.
Okay.
All right? We're going to bend the knee, but we're going to keep this foot straight.
Okay.
And try to keep the heel flat to the ground.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna hold that position for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch up, same thing for the other leg. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job.
All right.
How you feel?
Good. I felt it like on my calves too.
Yeah. Well, the hamstring and calves are right there.
All right.
So whenever you do calf workout, you're gonna have to stretch that hamstring because that thing gonna be so tight.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So basically, like I said, there's more, detailed stretching you can do. But this just basically covers the basics.
Very good.
So we're not going to be doing much leg work today.
Okay.
However, I want to show you the first routine like I was talking about as far as for the home.
Okay.
So I'm going to utilize this chair right here.
All right.
Like I said, it's going to be things that you can find at home.
Okay.
Okay? So right here, I have two 8-pound, all right, dumbbells. However, if you don't have any weights, you can use water bottles, okay? So I'm gonna face this way because I want the camera to see the muscles that it's working, the muscle group, right?
Okay.
Always make sure you have your feet firm on the ground. Whenever you're any type of exercise, especially utilizing your back, you want to make sure your feet are flat. You don't want your feet dangling, you know what, because you have potential to injure your lower back. Okay? So once you have this situated, weights up, right? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down one, and you're gonna look the direction that your hand is coming down to.
Oh, okay.
Come back up, same thing. All right, so we do these 10 of these, which really would be 5 on each hand.
I like that. So what are people working out with this?
One more. All right, so this is primarily working your shoulders and what's known as your love handles down here.
Your love handles.
Right?
Yeah, especially
so it works pretty much a little bit of everything on the upper body because of the weight you're holding up. So you're gonna work some of your shoulders, some of your biceps, right? A little bit of the triceps, but primarily you're working this area right here.
Okay.
Right? So it targets a lot of the areas that a lot of clients like to try to get rid of, you know, that extra fat, especially that we accumulate over the holidays.
Exactly,
right?
I was thinking about that just now.
Right, so you can use water bottles to do that same routine, all right? Or if you have resistant bands, right?
Okay.
Same process, same technique. Make sure you have your feet firm. Even though you're using resistant bands, you're still applying some type of strain to your back.
Okay.
So you wanna make sure your feet are firm. And you hold like this, and you come down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Wow.
Targets the same area.
Yes.
Okay? All right. You want to give it a shot?
Yeah, I'll use the dumbbells.
All right. So you want a wide stance with your feet. Right. Your center of gravity, you want to make sure it's...
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. And this goes up.
Yes.
And...
so let's say you start that way, and you pull it. You want to try to extend your arms down as much as possible.
Like this?
Right. And always look in the direction where the arm is going. That's because you don't want to strain your neck.
Got it.
You counting?
Yeah, 7.
Okay.
2 more. Wow. Okay.
You feel it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really great exercise.
So it's something
like
that
I
people
said,
can
it
do.
targets it. It's something you can do at home. You don't need any special equipment. You know, it's very cost effective, right? You can everybody have water bottles at home.
That is true.
So you can use it, you know? If you have weights, even better. The weights will help build more muscle than just burn fat. The water bottles is more for the technique, right? But yeah, so it's a pretty useful technique, and my clients seem to enjoy it.
Very good.
You know.
Yeah, and like you said, it's something that people can do from the comfort of their office or their home.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we continue with the chair, or do you want to move to something else?
We're done with the chair for now.
Okay, let's put it here.
All right, so the next thing we're gonna work on today is basically like our entire body workout. Is what I call our boot camp week.
Okay.
All right, so for the viewers at home who don't know me, I do train out of Biltmore Hotel.
So that's
Shout
good
out to
information
Biltmore.
to share. Yeah.
Right, I do train out of the Cabana Club drill, the Cabana Club gym. Twice a month, I implement what I call boot camp week.
Okay.
Where it's more intense workouts, all right? High impact situations.
Okay.
Right? And it was a combination of cardio and weights.
Oh, wow. All
Okay.
right. Sounds fun.
Yeah, it is. It burns a lot of calories and you feel it, right? So that's basically what we're gonna be doing right now with this exercise.
Very good. Let's
So
do
what
it.
I want you to do first, here, you're gonna utilize this.
Okay.
But I want you to wrap this around your ankles. All right, I want you to go a little bit further than your shoulder width. And I want you to point, this part is very key. It's very subtle, but it makes a big difference. If your toes are pointed outwards, your primary, when you squat, you're gonna be working the glutes. if your toes are straight,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna be working your quads.
Okay.
All right, always remember that.
All right.
And if you're doing any type of squats or any type of things like that, if your knee passes where your toe is, you're working your quads. If it stays behind the toe when you squat, it's working your glutes.
Okay.
All right? Key tip. Next. All right. So, with this, I want you to put.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. And try to balance it out. So you got to feel for it a little bit. All right. Try to make sure there's enough tension there on both. That's even, right? If you need to adjust your feet, bring it in a little bit. It's not, does not make a big deal. So.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to watch me first.
Sure.
And then, okay, so this one here, we're gonna work primarily our shoulder muscles.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna keep it like this. And when we squat, all right, I want you to watch. Try not to arch your back, keep your back straight.
Okay.
All right, and this is what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
4. All right?
Okay.
That's gonna be working your shoulder muscles more.
Yeah.
And it's gonna work your glutes. And tertiary is gonna be working your quads.
Very
Okay?
well. Okay.
We'll do 10 of these.
Okay.
Fair?
Yeah.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. 1.
Oh, wait.
2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9.
Guys, I can go lower.
10. Good job. Feel it, huh?
Yeah, I do. I do.
All right. Catch your breath. It's important to take little breaks in between your sets. Okay?
Yeah.
Generally, I like to give my clients at least 2 minutes, 3 minutes in between sets. Okay?
Okay.
That's key. All right?
Breaks.
Because your muscle needs time to.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
All right. Breathing. Breathing is key when you exercise. Okay? You inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. You always exhale on the hardest part of your technique.
Okay.
Okay? So if you're doing bench press, right? When you're doing a bench press, the hardest part is what? Is it coming down or pushing up?
Pushing up.
Pushing up, right? So what you do is you count. You inhale coming down and you go 1, 2, 3. Believe it or not, that exhale on that part helps, especially when your arms get tired. It gives you an extra oomph to get that, over the hump.
Got it.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna switch it up. You're gonna turn it this way now, and guess what we're gonna be working?
Biceps.
Bicep, very good. You work out, don't you? All right. So on 3, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna squat, and then we're gonna curl.
Curl.
All right?
Okay.
For this, you might wanna bring your feet in just a little bit so you can get enough leverage with the bands, okay? So on 3.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do 10 reps, okay?
10 reps.
1, 2, 3, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job.
I like that one.
How you feel?
Yeah, I like that one.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so these you can also do at home. If you have resistant bands and, things of that nature. You don't need weights necessarily. However, if you do have weights, you can use them in place of these, all right? And it gives you a little bit more, all right, difficulty.
Very
Adds it up.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we have time for another one?
How are we with time?
Okay, good.
Yeah, we still have.
All right. So we're going to keep with the bands.
Okay.
You can use this one. Those are for the feet.
Okay.
All right. The smaller ones are for the arms. upper body.
Okay.
All right. So right now I'm going to show you a little workout. This is really effective for triceps.
And I can see has like a level.
Yes,
thing
it
here.
does have level. These purchased at Mirab. Shout out to Mirab. They're very affordable that I found, and I believe they come with like 7 or 8 different level types. And
Okay.
For
Wow.
both feet and arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So this one, I want you to put your right palm down.
Okay.
Left palm up. All right. Then you're gonna take the left palm. You're gonna put it over the right shoulder. All right. And we're gonna turn this way.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to slightly bend your knees. Okay. Anytime you do any type of exercise routine like this, that you're gonna be utilizing some part of your back You don't want to be straight. Okay, put strain on your back.
Okay.
Lightly bend the knees. All right, and watch me first.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna tilt back.
Ooh.
One. When you bring it back, I don't want you to bring it all the way because I don't want you to lose tension here.
Got it.
Tension is key. Keep the tension here. It's like when you're working out with weights, they always say don't let the weights touch.
Uh-huh.
When you let the weights touch, it kind of releases the tension that's there. Right? And we don't want to release that tension. So let's go. All right, so on 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna switch it up.
All right.
Anything you do on one side, you gotta do on the next, right?
Yeah.
You don't want one arm bigger than the next one. All right, so reverse it. That's all you gotta do. Left palm down, right palm up. Now you put it over this shoulder. All right, bend the knee slightly, and we're gonna start. 1, 2, 3, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job.
Yeah.
How
Wow.
you feel?
Good. You know, like I love the versatility of these bands.
Oh, man, these are amazing,
Yeah,
believe me.
I love
I
them.
take them everywhere with me.
Okay.
All right, because you can use it to go on vacation. You know, you stay in the hotel or somewhere. Got your bands. There's no excuse why you can't
it's so
work
practical.
out. You know?
It's so practical.
Mhm.
All right. I think we have time for one more, Giovanni.
One more?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we can do with these now. All right. Let's do legs again.
Okay.
So, I want you to put these on the balls of your feet.
Okay.
Right here. This one, we're gonna need the weights. I'm gonna do it first, and I'm gonna let you do it.
Sure.
Or I'm gonna just demonstrate for you a couple, and then you can do it.
Yeah.
Again, this is part of routine I do during boot camp week. All right, so basically gonna do some knee raises.
Wow.
Right?
Knee raises. Okay.
And bicep curls at the same time.
Okay.
All right, so what I want you to do is, if you're gonna raise your right knee, curl the left arm.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
So for example, you go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right? That's 5 on each arm.
5 on each arm.
I want you to do 10 on each arm.
10 on each arm. Okay.
So basically, you're gonna count. If you count it like that, you're gonna count to 20. That makes it 10 on each arm.
Okay. So am I standing right?
Yep.
Okay.
Try to raise the knee as high as possible, okay?
Okay.
What I don't want you to do is, I don't want you to crunch. I want you to keep it as straight as possible. I want you to bring that knee up. All right?
Okay.
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 On 3. 1,
Test of coordination.
2, 3. You got this.
Okay.
Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
Last one. 10. Good job.
Thank you.
Very good, man.
I like this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Now imagine doing that 50 times.
Yeah.
At that faster pace,
Yeah.
that's part of what we do at Boot Camp Week.
Wow. So, Giovanni, thank you so much for joining
No
me
problem.
today
Thank you guys
on
for having me,
7
you know.
to have this amazing workout. Quite a great way to start your day, I have to say. And it's chilly outside, so this is a good way to warm up.
Oh, yeah.
also and
Oh,
get
yes. Oh, yes.
Everything flowing. Can you please remind our viewers once more, where can they find you? How can they reach out to you to book their next appointment?
Okay, so like I said, I train out of the Biltmore Gym. You can contact me at 667-4747, or you can check out my various social media web pages. Rise, Shine, Grind, Belize. Yeah,
That's on Instagram.
That's on Instagram and Facebook.
And Facebook.
Yes.
Rise, Grind, and Shine.
Yes, Rise, Grind, Shine, Belize is Instagram, and Rise, Grind, and Shine on Facebook.
Very good. All right, so it was a fun workout. Once more, thank you so much for joining us.
It's got to be fun, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be
if
fun.
you do it, it's got to be fun.
I agree, and it's so rewarding too. It's
Yeah.
so rewarding to see, like your growth at the gym, your progress that you're doing, and especially with your well-being. Today we talked about balance and well-being with Michelle Williams joining us from Shanti, talking about, the many ways how you can tap into your well-being, from going for a nice breakfast that is all made from natural, going to a spa, going to a sauna, going to a resort or to a boutique hotel that has like all nature around. It really helps with your well-being. We also talk with Conquering Lions Academy about, young people getting exposed to opportunities abroad to be able to enhance their skills and discipline in basketball. That was a great conversation. And now with you, Giovanni, from Rise, Shine,
Rise, Shine, and Grind.
Rise, Shine, and Grind. Yes.
Yeah.
What a great name for
Thank you
for a workout.
Yeah.
But definitely, folks, with that, we come to the end of today's episode. I want to say thank you so much for joining Renat and I here today. We had a great one. We hope that you're able to connect with Giovanni, get your workout going from the comfort of wherever you're at. As you can see, it's very doable, and you can reach out to him. And of course, we extend you a great day. Have a fantastic Wednesday. Any last words for our viewers, Giovanni?
Yeah. Diet is key.
Diet is key. Yeah.
Diet is key. Remember, you can do 1,000,000 reps in the gym, but if when you leave the gym, you don't maintain that diet, it was all for nothing.
I agree.
Okay?
That's a very, very important plug that you did right there. Folks, we love you. We want to thank you once more for joining us today. We wish you a great day. Be safe, be kind, and we'll see you tomorrow for another great episode of Sunup on 7. Bye-bye. We love you.
A place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you covered on all concerns we share today. You will discover how the world turns each day. When the sun comes up